A temporary squad consisting of 6 criminals received a mysterious mission with a reward of up to $15 million. The mission was to kidnap a 12-year-old girl named Abby. Their operation was extremely clean and efficient. They quickly infiltrated Abby's mansion. Right after the girl had finished a call with her father, they swiftly subdued her. Then, using a pre-prepared sedative, they put her into unconsciousness. Next, they placed her in a sack and took her away from the scene. Soon, they arrived at a secluded estate in the suburbs. The leader of this operation was named John. He explained the details of the mission to everyone. They only needed to guard Abby for 24 hours, and the mission would be complete once the ransom arrived. To prevent any information leaks, he specifically collected everyone's phones. The kidnappers didn't pay much attention to this, all excited about the $50 million soon to be in their hands. Little did they know, their nightmare was about to begin. After a short while, one of the criminals, Joey, secretly entered the room where Abby was held. Not only did he remove her blindfold, but he also moved her handcuffs from behind to the front, just to make her more comfortable. Out of maternal instinct, Joey made a pinky promise with Abby that no matter whether the ransom arrived, he would ensure her safety. Unexpectedly, Abby suddenly claimed that her father didn't love her at all, and might even refuse to pay the ransom. Joey didn't know how to respond, so he made an excuse to leave. However, as he turned around, Abby quietly spoke a chilling sentence.
I'm sorry about what's gonna happen to you.
Although Joey felt confused, he ignored it. Little did he know, this sentence marked the beginning of the upcoming bloodbath. Joey told Frank what Abby said. Paranoid, Frank immediately sneaked into the room to check. But once inside, he found that the black cloth on Abby's face had been removed. Frank panicked immediately. He quickly covered his own face, afraid of revealing his appearance. Then he forced Abby to tell him her father's name. When Frank learned that the girl's father was named Lazar, his face turned pale with fear. He hurried downstairs, preparing to escape, not even caring about the ransom anymore. It turned out that Lazar was the head of the entire criminal empire. Those who offended him never had a good outcome. Although Frank desperately wanted to back out, the rest of the team were all blinded by the huge ransom. Everyone thought that as long as they got the money and ran, they would be fine. Moreover, even if he wanted to quit now, it was already too late. Because Abby had seen Frank's face, none of them could escape. They could only be more cautious. To prevent Lazar from sending people to raid them, everyone started taking turns patrolling. However, they didn't expect that the real death was already in this estate. Not long after, when driver Dean was patrolling the basement, he accidentally discovered a mural on the wall. The eerie thing was that the figure in it looked exactly like Abby. Although Dean was shocked, he didn't pay much attention to it. However, as he turned to leave, he was suddenly dragged into the darkness by a mysterious force, accompanied by a scream. He vanished without a trace. Sammy, hearing the noise, came out to check, but encountered Dean in the living room. At this moment, Dean was quietly sitting at the dining table. Sammy thought he was trying to scare him, so he stepped forward and kicked him. Unexpectedly, Dean's head had already